I don't want to have to do this on a plane, but I'm on a plane. I have to do this broadcast now because I'm stuck here for an hour. Well, I shouldn't say I'm stuck. They found a tire damaged on the runway. Anyway, listen, my hair is a mess. I've been flying all weekend. Big things happening with Mr. Trump in Washington. Stay tuned on that. This battle isn't over. It's going to make several twists and turns, but keep praying. And what you want to do is don't pray in anger, don't pray in frustration. Here's the prayer you want to pray. The most powerful prayer is a prayer that appeals to the Lord's reputation. Moses turned God's opinion when he was going to wipe out Israel and make Moses a great nation. And Moses appealed to the Lord's reputation. He said, what will they say? Well, here's what I'm telling to the Lord right now. I'm saying, what will they say when a man who makes the embassy move to Jerusalem as your capital is so unjustly beaten up and removed from office? What will they say about the God of Israel honoring those that honor him? What will they say about this man who today just authorized the relaunching of the entire Bush era, faith initiative, so that Paul the White and thousands of ministries could work together on inner city relief? More prayer in the White House than any president's had in 50 years. What will they say, Lord, about you when your enemies are mocking the weakness of your people? And so I'm making my argument really, and I mean it sincerely. And I'm saying it right in front of the Lord right here and telling you. I'm not making it my own frustration with the dishonesty of the people on the left trying to manipulate Stormy pouring and Daniels, breaking into Cohen's office, trying to find business dealings. I mean, they're doing, this is what David said, my enemies accomplished a diligent search. They're looking everywhere they can to find anything to humiliate, embarrass, beat up, harass, and turn voters against this president. It's an unprecedented assault. And then the most inexcusable and hilarious gesture of hypocrisy is at the White House press conference, dinner the other night, where they had that obscene rant from a grade B comedian who wanted to be famous by being offensive. That's really an art, isn't it? It doesn't take much of an art to be famous by being offensive. They at this ceremony in the White House, at this press, not the White House, at this dinner. It was Jake Tapper, who works at CNN, got a special award for his breaking news story on Donald Trump and Russia. Except that the little dirty secret that's come out is that breaking news story by Jake Tapper,
ladies and gentlemen, I did have a few passengers
Donald
that asked
Trump's
about their
Russia thing.
checked bags. I just talked to the agent, and she said your bags will continue on to your final destination. And if you do not
live
make
with
it
this
there,
with planes.
They will hold them in a locked
The
room
news is
until
this.
you arrive. So you will pick them up
James
and then your
Clapper.
final destination when you arrive. Thank you.
James Clapper, the guy with the IQ of an animal cracker, gave to Tapper the Russian dossier, and Comey promised Clapper he'd bring it to the president's attention so CNN could get the scoop on how serious the dossier must be that the president himself was briefed on its content. You get it? Animal cracker Clapper gives Tapper the information so he can get an award. Thank God for a rapper like Kanye West who came along. Can I have a club soda and lime while we're at it? Got a 1 hour delay here. Anyway, that's not what I wanted to talk to you about. I just want to say, Clapper, crazy animal cracker Clapper, gives to Tapper the Russian PP document that was made up by the brains of the left so that Comey can tell the president he's been briefed, so that Clapper can tell Tapper, let the world know you're breaking news. This is going to all be exposed. All be exposed. are behind it all. I told you guys, mark this guy's name. Look him up on Google. Look at his face. He's scary. Brenner's the brains behind. He's like Pinky in the brain. Brenner's the pinky brain behind the whole thing. He's the former CIA guy. And I'm going to tell you what, the questions, those 42 questions they have for Donald Trump, I promise you, they're based on transcripts from wiretapping and surveillance of the president's private office. Why do we know that? We know they got Flynn based on wiretapping. Nobody's still exposed who hasn't. Remember those leaked conversations for the president with the president of Mexico, the president of this, president? First 2 weeks, the humiliation of leaked conversations. Brenner's deep state CIA moles had recorded everything. The questions the president has to answer are all based on mole transcripts from them invading the private conversations he's had. That's every question, I promise you, comes out. Not a, what was your reasoning behind firing, Comey? It's, they've already got the transcript. I don't know what they're going to do because they can't reveal it. Now the final outrage of the week. I'll tell you what, you got to be filled with joy in the spirit to handle the news. The final outrage is Amazon. What the heck is this Bezos doing? Are we going to have to start calling him Bozo Bezos? Bozo Bezos. With all those pesos. Let me tell you something about Bezos. He's classic liberal. I want some Christians to start some Amazons up out there. Let's get some Melchizedek types out there, okay? Bezos listens to the Southern Poverty Law Center. Southern Poverty Law Center is funded flush with like $300 million from every dim-witted CEO on the left who wants to fund the Southern Poverty Law Center. It's not Southern. They have nothing to do with poverty. They're not lawyers. The only thing it is a center for collecting money to put out a heat map against every Christian and conservative organization in America, and they're responsible for inciting violence, physical violence, attacking Christian organizations. Nitwits. So the Southern Poverty Law Center gives their information to Jeff Bezos that the #1 legal organization defending Christian bakers, photographers, pastors, businessmen against harassment, loss of free speech, or prosecution and persecution from LGBT activists, the #1 organization, is now listed, is now taken off of Amazon as a charitable organization. Thank you. The Alliance Defending Freedom. That's right, the ADF. The Alliance Defending Freedom. These guys are the salt of the earth, Christian lawyers. Dang, Amazon, Bezos. I'm going on Jim Baker's show next week. You guys want to watch it. Jim Baker's a risk taker. But boy, am I going to run. I'm going to nail this one. Amazon. I'll do business with Amazon. You'll do business with Amazon. But the Amazon name, the Amazon brand, and the Amazon fallout is going to hurt their brand. Just a matter of time before Christians get the realization that you and I are under attack. You're under attack. He bought Whole Foods. Do you know he bought Whole Foods? He's got Amazon. He's got Whole Foods. You know what I think? I think Mr. Trump should proceed to go after him because he's bypassing. He's competing with the post office. I think there's some. He's making some enemies.
He's in the news though for the poor working conditions at Amazon.
Poor working conditions at Amazon? What? Poor working conditions? Shame on you, Mr. Bezos. Bozos. All right. I am not in a good mood with these guys today. I don't know if I'm built for this, people. I may have to go back to my 7 mountains and Bible studies. Because during those days, I was far happier, singing along, inspiring you to exploits, while I just taught the Bible. But I'm trying. I'm trying to be a happy guy, a loving guy. But I do think there's something to the justification of outrage, agitation. Excuse me. There's a justification to be upset when the Alliance Defending Freedom lawyers lose their charitable status because the Southern Poverty Hate Center targets them. And liberal CEOs don't know any better. And don't get me going with the Clapper caper and the Brenner telling the President of the United States, you just stay tuned.
It's getting a little bit warm on the aircraft. We did
Brenner,
ask the pilots to cool it down.
he's
We'll
got to
take a
come
few minutes.
down.
Just so you know,
CIA
if
guy.
everyone would shut their window
Down.
shades, reach up and make sure your air vents are open.
They're making me
help
shut
keep
the shades,
aircraft
people.
Cool while we're sitting here. Thank you.
All right. We're going to pray on Sunday.
You are? Yeah. Are you going to?
You know what? It's appropriate, don't you think? Let's pray. I need you to share this Periscope, by the way. Please do. Please share. Share because you really do care. Sunday night, 7 p.m. Sunday night, 7 p.m. But I got my kids home, you know. Lance and Carl, they're coming in to visit, see the family. Is tomorrow Sunday? All right, look, it's not going to be long. We're going to have a quick kabam prayer session. It's called the Kaboom prayer session. 7 p.m. Central Time, Sunday night. You got it? 7 p.m. Central Time. And remember, our prayers, one of our prayer strategies is to remind the Lord of his reputation, that these people, that this president is backing Jerusalem, Israel, and his people. And what will they say if he cannot be preserved from his enemies railroading him out of town? The God of Israel rouse himself. Rouse from your slumber. Rouse from your slumber, O Lord. Act in such a way that even your enemies will be silent and wonder. There's a prayer. There's warfare. We had a wheel that almost blew out my plane. That's why I'm delayed. We had to replace it. All right, so here's what it's going to look like. Sunday prayer call. 7 p.m. CST. You got that?
Yeah. You should end the broadcast there, though.
I will end.
So people see it.
I will end the broadcast there. Wait a second. I don't know how to end the broadcast there. Wait.
Oh, gosh.
Oh my gosh. Wait a second. Let me try to do this again.
Flip the camera around.
Wait. Oh, my soda fall down. Okay, ready? This is high tech. All right, I'm going to see you shortly.
The date on there.
Remember, it's Sunday. Yeah, you did. Sunday.
Yeah, I know, but it didn't hit the day.
Oh, no. We'll have thousands of people
I
calling
know,
you.
they'll think it's the same one.
It's this Sunday.
The 6th. You want me to end
6th. Remember the 6th. That's 5, 6.